Hello, hello, hello. Lovely to see you all again. Or not again, because you might be here for the first time. But anyway, lovely to see you here with us today. That's what I was meant to say, but I forgot. Just let me show you my cushion. I've just plucked up my cushions so that they look nice. They're not great, are they? But they're better than they were. Anyway, that's the cushions. Come here, Mum. So, for those of you who haven't watched this before, or watched us do this before, I'm Karen, and this is my mum, Jean, the star of the show. Do you want to say hello, Mum?
Hello.
So
I'm not,
you can see
I'm not
already,
the star of the show.
She is. Everybody tells me she is, so she must be. Anyway, so today we're going to do a dance called Shackles. You'll see when we get there. But of course, there's going to be a bit of talking before that, as you know already, that I like to just explain everything. We'll go off on a little tangent sometime and then come back again. Anyway, so today, yes. So we'll be following the usual routine of me going through the words so that we can hear them before learning the actions. Because I always think that this one, again, is so relevant to the current situation. I don't want to miss the whole meaning of it, as well as the actions, which are really good for us physically and are fun to do. Okay, that was it. And then we'll learn the actions, and then we'll do some warm-up exercises, which some of you will remember, and then we'll actually perform the song. So, yes, and before that, I just wanted to mention something. I don't know if any of you seen or heard the UK blessing yet, but this is really worth looking up or listening to if you can and want to. The words of it are something called the Aaronic blessing. So this is where they've got the words from, and it's in the book of Numbers in the Bible. But a lot of you will find it very familiar. You'll recognise it when I actually tell you that it is: the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Amen. And you'll hear it sings a lot, amen, amen. And amen, if anybody doesn't know, I think means so be it. Let that be the thing that we're declaring. The Lord bless you and keep you. It's a lovely thing to declare over the nation, isn't it? And if you haven't seen or heard it, please Google it or whatever you have to do to find it, just to be blessed. Wonderful words, wonderful song. It's really worth it. And also there's some famous faces to look out for, or familiar faces. And one of my claims to fame is that I was at the delivery of one of the people that were there. And my home church, my old church, not my home church, because my home church is here. My old church of Alive, Lincoln, Dave Bell. Look out for him. He's in it, and I was there, the midwife at his delivery. So that's my claim to fame. Anyway, that's it. Please check it out. The other thing I wanted to remember to say was I've been reading in my Bible the book of Psalms. I've been reading the start of the book of Psalms, and this is the songbook of the Bible, where the writers of the songs are expressing prayers to God or singing about him, and they're so honest too. It's man coming to God and or his fellow man at his most raw and vulnerable. I think that's just so important at this time, isn't it? Anyway, for example, there was a king called David, for those people who don't know about this, who lived on the earth about 3,000 years ago, and he wrote a lot of these psalms, and they're so relevant to today. If we think things have changed, actually, they haven't that much. You know, us as humans haven't changed that much, and the situations that come upon us haven't changed that much either, if you read about what he's writing about. In many of the songs, he's crying out to God to save him, and then telling God what he should do to his enemies. Well, that's what he does. And many times he comes round to saying then that he knows really that God is looking after him, that he's so much stronger than the enemy, and he knows what's best for him, etc. So, but it is the progression often of us as people, isn't it? And the song that we're going to be doing. There's a sort of essence of, oh God, please do this, and then recognizing actually God is all powerful, all knowing. He's already in the situation. He knows what he's doing. But it's that sort of coming to that knowledge again and again, really. And the songs in the Psalms really express that for us. So if we struggle with knowing what to say to God sometimes, and if you're new to God and want to know what to say to him, have a look in that book. It's in the middle of the Bible in the Old Testament, and it's great for expressing exactly what people want to say over the years, and it's so relevant still to today. So anyway, that's that. What's next then? Oh yeah. And this week we had a great talk by Pastor Kevin Peat, who's the superintendent, our regional superintendent in Scotland and the northwest of England for the Elim Church, and he just talked about the hand of God. And one of the things he said about the hand of God is it protects us, and he gave some examples in the Bible of what it says about the hand of God, meaning God himself protects us. And I was reading in chapter 5 of Psalms, that songs book, that said that God is our shield. Now this is interesting because I never thought of this before, but I was reading in a commentary just to help me understand or get a bit more out of reading. And in this commentary it said, I've just remembered, Gail suggested that you sit down. I'm rattling on. Well, do you want to sit down?
Don't mind, either.
Are you happy to stand?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, okay. I just remembered, Gail said, I was worried about your poor mum standing. So I thought, I was meant to do that. And then, but you're all right. Oh, you see, she's very strong. She is. Anyway, that's it. So, what was I saying? Yeah, Psalm 5. So in this commentary, it said that the shield is the armour on top of the armour. So God isn't saying, I'm your armour, I'm your shield, which is the extra protection of the shield. So we've already got armour, we're meant to put on our armour every day, but the shield covers everywhere. You can move it and it covers all of us to protect us. And I think the picture of God being our shield at the minute, people are shielding. We know that term, don't we? It's very familiar to us at the minute, meaning that the most vulnerable people in our society at the moment are being shielded from catching the virus. So we know about shields and shielding, but God is saying, I'm your shield. He is our shield, and he's shielding, he's protecting us above everything. So not just physically, but emotionally and mentally, he protects us. Anyway, so we do need to remember this when we're feeling at our most vulnerable, that God is our shield and he is our extra protection in this time. Anyway, yes. So the other thing I wanted to mention, going on and on, but there we go. This is normal. Anyway, I've got to tell you about my family and their further productions following the last video. Oh my goodness. They're honestly so talented. I am very proud to say that they are my family. They're honestly going from strength to strength, and we now, from following the last one, we have 3 videos from 3 different people in our family. So I have to shout out to Holly and Gavin. Brilliant video, a take on the I get knocked down but I go up again, God praising. Bex and Ben doing a completely different thing, which was just so brilliant, and put a different lot of music to it but they put it to Holly and Gavin, so that was so funny as well. It's brilliant, and that's thinking out of the box. Well, they both were. And Aid and Pen and Alice doing a take off of us doing the dance, which was hilarious. And I can't tell you the full detail of it, but it's only family knows, really, isn't it? I'm just sorry, we disappeared into darkness, but we're light again now. Anyway, so that was great. Thank you to my family. Wonderful. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come up with this time. It was great. Anyway, if anybody who watching this feel inspired to just either just video yourselves doing your actions along to the song, or even coming up with something more creative, your version of the song, would be fantastic. If you want to send that to me, that would be really, really great. Lots of you know how to get me on WhatsApp and different ways, probably via Facebook Messenger or something like that. That would be great. Honestly, that would be great. Anyway, we'll get to the words. We're there, to the words. So I shall shift these. Words. Yes. Right. So as I mentioned before, it's called Shackles. And shackles are sort of chains, aren't they? They're things to stop us going anywhere. They're often used by prisons to stop the prisoners moving, or, they're something, a burden to us. Anyway, so it starts with the chorus, and it says, "Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance." So it's like those Psalms of David. It's saying to God, take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. And it's really, these shackles are things of our burdens that we have, aren't they? And they're mainly emotional, mental burdens rather than a physical burden. But I know many of you have physical burdens too. But this is really saying, we don't necessarily get rid of the physical burden, but we can get rid of those burdens that hamper us emotionally in our hearts. Anyway, so this is sort of a cry from David. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise you. And it's saying, I want to praise you. The second part of the chorus is great because it's like a declaration. It's like he's got it, like David does in the Psalms. He says, what does he say? Yeah. You broke the chains. So you've done it, actually. I forgot, but you've done it. You broke the chains. Now I can lift my hands and I'm gonna praise you. So it's a sort of shift in the thinking. It's not just, God, do this and then I can because I want to. It's saying, actually, you've done it and I'm going to. So that's what I like that. So anyway, yes. And the chains, all this thing about, a lot of us in that position now, not me personally really, but some people are shut in. We know you are. It's hard, and these are like chains, aren't they? I'm sure it affects you mentally as well as physically, that you have to stay in. But remember, that God is there. And like we were talking about last week, God has given us, He says, be joyful in all circumstances. I mentioned it last week. That is, of course, that's hard. But saying that, you can shift yourself because God is there. He's there already waiting for us. He says in the Bible, draw near to God and He will draw near to you. That's His immediate and response to us drawing near to Him. That He can't help but do that. That's His promise. He will do that. So if we draw near to Him, He'll be there, right there, drawing near to us. And that's so reassuring, isn't it? It's so lovely and something that we can draw on every day. Anyway, so the next bit is, so we've done take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise you. I just want to praise you. And then the bit then, you broke the chains. Now I can lift my hands and I'm going to praise you. I'm going to praise you. And then we go on to the first verse. In the corners of my mind, I just can't seem to find a reason to believe that I can break free. That's us, again, feeling really helpless and hopeless, isn't it? Because I've been down for so long, I feel like all hope is gone. But as I lift my hands, I understand that I should praise you through my circumstance. So it's almost like taking hold of ourselves and saying, right, okay, I'm not going to feel any different. I'm not going to feel any better necessarily, but I'm going to just take hold of it and do it anyway and feel better. I'm going to lift my hands and praise God because He deserves that, even though I don't feel like it and I don't want to do it. And then often you find that you feel better because of that. drawing near to God, he draws near to you. Also, we were talking last week as well, weren't we, about being joyful. I mentioned that. But we were bringing in the peace and joy. Bring it in. Peace and joy. Peace and joy, tuneful. So we want that, don't we? And I think that is it. It's sort of it's the two together. God moving in, us moving towards him, he moves towards us, brings the peace and joy. It's sort of, there is something about us doing something about it. Anyway, so that's that. And then we go back to Shackles. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I want to praise you again. And then we go to the second verse, which is everything that could go wrong all went wrong at one time. Don't you think? That is just what happened just now. A few weeks ago, it all happened at one time, didn't it, Mum? Mm-hmm. The coronavirus.
Yes, yeah.
All at one time. Anyway, so sorry. I'm not laughing about the blooming coronavirus, sorry. So it did happen at one time, and I think that's what's been so overwhelming for a lot of us. It's just like trying to get to grips with it in your mind. How on earth do you manage that? It says, so much pressure fell on me, I thought I was going to lose my mind. And I think for some people, they've lost their income overnight. We know that so many things just closed overnight, and that was the people who were doing it just lost the job or lost their income anyway. And of course there's been several weeks before the government has provided any help, and some people fall in gaps there and don't get any help. We just pray to God that you will get some form of help to help you, and you'll feel some form of peace and less of the turmoil. That anyway, so I think that's so relevant to now. So everything that could go wrong all went wrong at one time. So much pressure fell on me, I thought I was going to lose my mind. But I now want to see if I will hold on through these trials. But I need you to lift this load. I can't take it no more. And I know that's not great English, but it's what it says in the song. So that's why I'm saying it. You'll see, it sounds lovely when you sing it. But anyway, right, so yes. And I think that's a valid plead, isn't it, to God? Please help me. And another thing it says in the Bible, it's about his taking the burden of Jesus onto us and giving him ours. You know, so give him ours, take on his burden, because it's light, it says in the Bible. So it's interesting, it says take on a burden. I've never really thought about that. You're taking on another one. But I wonder if it's about you're not just lifting a burden and that's it, it's leaving it empty for anything. You're actually lifting off the bad burden and taking on the really good one, because there are responsibilities for us as Christians to respond in a certain way and do what God wants. But that's the fulfilling and wonderful thing about life, is that that's what we were designed to do. So that's why it's light, because it gives us joy and it gives us fulfillment and it gives us a purpose and everything else. Anyway, that's another sermon. But right, we'll get back onto this. So it says, but I need you to lift this load because I can't take it no more. And I think that's what God says, you know, cast your burdens to Jesus, he cares for you. That's another song. And that's what we're saying, you know, we're saying, please lift this load, I can't take it anymore. Anyway, right. So, and then there's another, take the shackles off my feet. So it's the chorus again. I just want to dance. I just want to praise you rather than dance. But anyway, so that I can dance. And then there's a little interlude bit, bridge if you like. I've got to break these chains. Let's break these chains. Got to break these chains. It's almost like saying that's the relationship between us and God, isn't it? You're doing your bit, he's doing his bit, you're doing your bit, and it's working together really to get rid of those chains that bind us. Yes. And it also says then, I've been through the fire and the rain. That's another verse actually, bound in every kind of way. God has broken every chain, so let me go. So who are you declaring that to? It's almost like you're saying to the devil maybe, oh, Maybe, yeah, or just to yourself, let me go, just get on with it. So I've been through the fire and the rain, bound in every kind of way. God has broken every chain, so let me go, let me do this. And then we do take the shackles, and we do that 3 times. The chorus again, so you'll see with the actions. Right, so that's the words, wonderful words that really, really relevant. So I need to look at my next bit, which is practicing. We've got to that. That's good. Right. So that's the words. We've got the words. We know they're really relevant. Right, I've gone on about how relevant they are. Let's do the actions now. That's what we're here for, to do a bit of physical exercise and have a bit of fun. So for the first bit, we need to shake those shackles off our feet. Now, I've got Nancy. I'm going to hold you responsible, Nancy, if I fall over. You did the choreography for this as well. She's wonderful, Nancy. She does this brilliant. But for this, you've got to stand on one leg, unless you're sitting down, very fortunately, and then you don't have to do this. But I've never been known for my balance, not got a great core strength. So Danny said to me last night, I said, oh, I don't know, I'm going to do this. Well, balance on the leg that you're best, that your strongest leg. And I thought, well, that's sensible. It makes sense. So, mother. Right, so we're going to balance on our right leg. I know. Tell me. Balance on the right leg, and you're just flicking your foot up. You're shaking those shackles off. So your left leg is coming up, and you're shaking your foot. Hey, I'm doing quite well. Oh, here we go.
Try to.
Shaking. You're shaking the shackles off. So you say, shake the shackles off your leg. So, right, so shake those shackles off my leg so I can dance. And I'm just, right, what am I doing here? That's it, so I can dance. Here we go. Right, okay. Right, so you're sitting down, people. You can still stick your leg up and shake the shackles off. Whoop. And then I just want to praise you. I just want to praise you. And the next bit is, what is the next bit? Right. I just want to praise you. So what you're doing is putting your hands up to the left side to start with. I just want to praise you, and you're pushing the air with your hands. That's all I can describe it as, for those of you who can't see. I just want to praise you. And then I just want to praise you. That's it. So you go push one side, and then down, and then up again, push the right side, okay? And then down again. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. I think it does. And then the next bit, we're breaking chains. Yes, breaking chains. So you cross your front. Well, yeah, that's it. Lift my hands. So you cross. Just need the words of the. Yeah, that's it. That'll be better. That's it. I think we'll have them there and have the script there. That's great. Right. Okay. So cross your hands in front of you at the bottom. So downwards. Cross your hands. And what you're doing is, this is like your chains are attached, right? Okay. And you start at the bottom and you work up your body with your hands still crossed up, and then at the top when it says lift my hands, so yes, that's it. So you broke your chains are just a minute. That's it, breaking chains. So you're just going down, that's it, cross, up, move in a bit, Mum, look. This way.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so on the end, that's it. Right, so down, and then you go up your body, and then at the top, when it says lift your hands, you break the chains. Can you see that? So you're sort of there, that's it, break them. It's sort of like, yeah, do you know, so, what does it actually say? This is a declaration that you broke the chains. Now I can lift my hands. That's it. You broke the chains, so I can lift my hands. Does that make sense? So for those who can't see, it's you starting at the bottom with your arms crossed. I'm looking because the sun's just come out. Oh, it's lovely. Anyway, you broke those chains, so I can lift my hands. That's it. And that's where you break the hands apart and your hands go apart and up. Yeah. And then again, it's I'm just gonna praise you, but this time you're doing exactly the same. Pushing your hands up to the left, pushing the air, and then to the right. I'm just gonna praise you. Yeah. And then for the verses, we're moving. So this is, you know how it goes. So it's a bit of the Polynesian dancing, really, but we're moving this time. So in the corners, we go left for 4. So we'll start a little bit that. No, that's it. Yeah. Oh no, maybe in the middle. No, in the middle, I think, because we'll be going that way as well. Yeah. I don't know how it works anyway. Right, okay. So left for 4. So it's in the corners of my mind. I don't seem to find or something. You'll see anyway. And then go the other way. Is anybody out getting this? And then left. Doing your hands in that sort of, like the grass skirts ladies. That's it. And then 4 that way. So you're going left for 4, right for 4, left for 4, right for 4, and you'll see how it fits in the verse. There's 4 lines, so it must be, I think, the 4 lines of the verse is the 4 opposite direction. Anyway, you can follow me. And then we go back to Shackles. So you're doing you're shaking your shackles and praise you, chains, praise you. Right. And then next verse, exactly the same. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Mum, you're going off the camera. Look. Oh. That's it. Kick close to me, and then we'll be right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Yeah. Very good at that, Mother. You've got great hand. Yes. Movement. Yeah. See, she did dance when she was little. Who were they? Who was your dance troupe?
McLean's Merry Mascots.
McLean's Merry Mascots. You can tell, can't you? She's who? What did she say?
What?
She can make a dancer of you. See, she shouldn't have given it up. Right, and then yes. So that's the verse. Now we do the shackles again, and then I've got to break these chains. So I'm doing this. Nancy will tell me whether I'm doing it right. But anyway, I think this is it. So your arms are down with your hands crossed again, but you just go straight up and break. So it's I've got to break these chains. I've got to break these chains. Put a lot of effort into that because you want your heart to be, I can feel mine already, heart to be exercised, the muscle of your heart to be exercised as well as physically exercising. So you want that to race a bit. Right. I've been through the fire and the fire in the rain, we're doing still this. It makes sense? I think that makes sense. Anyway, so we need to do the warm-up. The warm-up, don't we now? Because, yeah, brilliant. That's what I've got here. Brilliant. That's good. It looks like, I'm sure, that you're getting the hang of this, even though it's a little bit muddled. But we'll do the warm-up exercises now. And for those of you who've checked in before, we do this lovely face warm-up, which has absolutely nothing to do with the actions of the song or doing the song, but it's just funny. And if you do happen to sing along with the song or you sing later, it will help you a lot. So I'm told by Gareth Malone, it was him that I've stolen it off. But it's great, and you need to watch Mum for this because she's very, very, very. Really, no, you do need to, because she's very good at it. So what we do is we do big face, small face. All right, sorry for the people who can't see. Big face is making your face really wide, so your mouth wide, everything, your eyebrows high. Just wide. Yeah. And then small face is scrunching everything up. So you frown, bring your nose, curl your nose up, purse your lips. Yeah. Wide face is a cheesy grin. And long face is sort of thinking like you're a horse, really, I suppose. Sorry, went back. Yeah, so long face. Oh, yeah, that's good. So that's brilliant. We'll do it quickly this time. So big face, small face, wide face, long face. Brilliant. I love that one. That's lovely. I can just imagine everybody doing this in their own homes. I hope you are, because it's just great. It's really good. And just get somebody else to watch you, because they'll have a laugh as well. Yes, and next is, of course, shaking the hands. So shake the bingo wings, the bat wings. Left, so the right arm, shake it up. Left arm, shake it. Right leg, shake it, wobble. Left leg, shake it. And then the whole body. We love that bit. That's it. Get everything moving and flexible. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, okay. So, are we ready? This is us. All that was to prepare us for this moment. Okay, ready? Now I have to do my iPad. I have to see that the music's there. It is there. And we just pray that it's going to play. Get ready, balancing. Just want to praise you. Hands up. Just want to praise you. Oh, a minute, Mum. Just can't seem to find reason to believe that I can break free. Gentle. So long, feel like our hope is gone. 4, 10 right. Sitting down, you can just do either side. Soft like feet, so I can dance on the foot. Just want to praise you. Oh, come in a bit more. Just want to praise you. Just want to praise you. To the left, and then we're turning. 2, 3, 4. Turn again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shackles. Shake them off. Just want to praise you left and right. Praise you. Right. Change. Just gonna praise you. These chains, break these chains, break these chains. I'm down across and lift them high. Break these chains, break them. Doing our little dance again before. Right, take the shackles off. Just want to praise you. Just want to praise you. Remember doing this time. I just want to praise you. Great! So, are you ready to do it again? Because I know you want to, and you've got so good at it, you see. If you're like me, you're not greatly coordinated and you can't remember actions to songs, it's very helpful to do it all over again, isn't it? When you've just got it and you think, oh, I've just got that, and then it stopped. So we're going to do it again for that reason. And do you know, honestly, I must be so unfit, mustn't I? I'm not. Anyway, so you ready? We're going to do it again. You ready? Yeah. Hello. We've just had a technical hitch, so we're back after lunch and goodness knows what, and you don't realise that we've been away and come back. Anyway, we're going to do it again, like I just said before this, because of the technical hitch, and we're going to do, because everybody will be all ready and waiting, but we've had that gap, so we might not remember it very well. Anyway, we'll see, won't we? Okay. Ready to balance, Mum?
Oh, I see. I can't remember what to do.
It's okay.
Oh, God.
Go that way. What is that? Oh. Which way? I'm out of time, actually. I'll remember next week. Oh, yeah. Right, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Keep this. Great. Again, great. Thank you very much for joining us. I look forward to seeing your renditions. If any of you be willing to do a little video of what you've done or whatever, that would be really great. Even a tiny little one. Jack, I'm expecting great things. Jackie, you listening? You. See? We do want Jackie to do it, don't we?
Oh yes, our Jackie.
Yeah, our Jack. Yeah.
Is she watching?
Yeah. I can guarantee she's watching.
Oh gosh.
Do you want to say we've enjoyed this, haven't we? It's been nice.
Yes.
You want to say anything else, Mum?
What's something?
Anything. Just bye, everybody. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. It makes me feel half the age I am.
Oh.
40.
See, that's it. I know, so 20. That's it. That's what we want
Yes.
other people to feel, don't
Yes, we do.
They feel half the age they are because
Half the
they've
age.
had fun,
Yes.
had a bit of exercise, had a little smile, all that.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. That's nice.
Revival.
Okay, then. Thank you. That's lovely. Thank you. And I'll just look at their mouse. Thank you very much for joining us, and hopefully see you next time. Please.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.